Welcome back to another edition of All Chiefed Up, where we do Kansas City Chiefs news, analysis, and more. Today we're going to be talking about Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen and give us some score predictions for the game on Sunday.
Yeah, so first off, we got a clip here from Joy Taylor. She's a host of Fox Sports One's of Speak with LaShawn McCoy and Emmanuel Acho. Roll that clip.
It's not, and it's no disrespect to Josh Allen, but he's not on Patrick Mahomes' level yet. He's not. You have to have the resume. He's got the hardware, and we can measure our careers almost simultaneously. We have almost the same amount of experience in the league, 68 to 65. You need just 3 extra games to get to the Super Bowl and win an MVP? Yeah. Like, they are almost the most perfect 2 individuals to measure against. It's almost remarkable that we have this conversation because he's accomplished so much more.
So everything that Joy said in that clip is exactly what we've been preaching for years now. Buffalo Bills fans and the average football fan can't get it through their head, apparently. And apparently a lot of these analysts can't either, because she seemed to be out on a limb by herself there.
Yeah, it's like that all the time. I think I seen a clip the other day where Max Kellerman talking about the best quarterback in football right now, according to all statistics, is Patrick Mahomes. And you would have thought he said the world was ending. Like, it was crazy. They were like physically gasping and sighing on TV. Like, I thought they were going to fight and cry at the same time. Like, it's crazy. But the argument always is that Josh Allen got drafted into a really horrible situation, and Patrick Mahomes got drafted into the greatest situation a quarterback could ever get. He got to sit a year behind, Alex Smith and the Chiefs, but in the year he sat, the Chiefs only went 10-6. They lost in the wild card game to Tennessee. The Bills at the same time were 9-7 and also made it to the playoffs, lost in the wild card game to Jacksonville. So they pretty much had the same exact caliber team at the moment. Not to mention, Mahomes has never had a top 10 defense, I don't think, since he's been in the league. And I think Josh Allen's had a top 10 defense every single year.
Absolutely. And they like to point out that, he has a superior coach and superior wide receivers and superior tight end. I'm glad that you're admitting that Andy Reid's better than Sean McDermott. But, I mean, he's still had a good coach. He's had a good team. Like you said, he's had top-ranked defenses every year, and he still hasn't got it done. But, I mean, it's just the discrepancy between the accomplishments of these two. They shouldn't be in the same conversation. This year, if you're looking at this year's stats alone, then yeah, okay, we can talk about who's got better stats this year. But when you're talking about best quarterback between the two, it's absurd to ever say Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, so they played 4 times at this point. Mahomes has got him once in the regular season. Allen's got him once in the regular season. But for the past 2 years, when it counted, Mahomes has sent the Bills home, sent Josh Allen home. I don't care how close the game was last year, and they cry and whine and say, it was all a coin toss, and Allen had the greatest game ever if he just would have got back on the field. Well, they forgot to mention that Mahomes was also shredding the superior defense out there over and over. Again, took him 13 seconds to put 3 on the board and send it to overtime. It's the rules of the game. Quit crying about it.
Well, what's more impressive, shredding up the league's best defense? They were the number 1 ranked defense last season. Or Josh Allen shredding up the 20-something ranked defense.
This isn't no disrespect to Josh Allen. He's a heck of a quarterback. He really is. But when you start looking at the accomplishments between the two, Mahomes has a Super Bowl MVP, 4 straight AFC championship games. Dude, they're just not on the same level with the accomplishments. She mentioned that. It's almost as if this rivalry is a little fabricated in a way to make it look bigger than it is. Because if you just look at it on paper, I'm sorry, it doesn't even, he doesn't hold a candle to Mahomes.
Right. Someone on YouTube said, well, that's like saying that Bill Russell was better than Michael Jordan because he had more championships than Michael Jordan. And my response was, that's not a good comparison there, because if you said that Tom Brady was better than Patrick Mahomes because he had more Super Bowls, that's a decent comparison to what he said. But when you're talking about Josh Allen, this guy hasn't won anything. He's not won anything yet. So he shouldn't be in the conversation.
Right. It's just as simple as that. He has to beat Mahomes when it counts. No matter who wins or loses on Sunday, this is week 6. It has probably 0 playoff implications. It has probably 0, maybe something to do with home field advantage or some kind of technicality. But other than that, it doesn't matter for much. It's going to matter in January. Can Mahomes be beaten in January by Josh Allen? I don't know. They haven't proved it.
With that, let's just move on in our game predictions for Sunday. Like you said, it doesn't mean a whole lot. It's just a week 6 matchup. But Buffalo is going to be playing like it's their Super Bowl. They absolutely hate the Chiefs because they're little brother right now, and they have to prove themselves. So they're going to come out gunning. Mike, what do you got?
Yeah, for that reason alone, and the fact that the Chiefs are really banged up on defense right now. Fenton's out with a hamstring injury. He's not going to play. Coach Reed come out today and said McDuffie's probably not going to be back this week. He's going to go ahead and hold him one more week. Willie Gay still on suspension. Wharton has an ACL. He's gone. Frank Clark's been battling a sickness on and off. Brian Cook is now out due to a concussion. So I feel like we have a lot of shorthanded, a lot of gimpiness on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know if we'll be able to hang in with them. As you said, they're coming in fired up. They say it's just another game, but this 13 seconds thing has been haunting them the entire offseason, this entire season. You can tell by the way they're being super aggressive in every game. Like, they're mad about it. Like, they don't want it to come down to 13 seconds anymore. So I think they're going to be coming out fired up. They're going to try to come in Arrowhead and beat us. And I think we have just enough injuries. They may get to pull it off. I'm going to say Bills 31, Chiefs 27. But I am going to say Mahomes going to have a pretty good day. I think he'll have 260 for 2 touchdowns and an interception. I do think he'll throw a pick on Sunday. Other than that, I can't really – I feel like this is a game where there's not going to be any big standout Chief players. And it's going to feel like the game script and the coaching and just something's going to be off. I just have this weird feeling about it.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that we're going to agree on there is the fact that Buffalo's going to score 31 points. But I have the Chiefs taking this one 38-31. I think it's a big day for Mahomes because he's not going to play like it's a Super Bowl, but he does hear all the chirping. And even like ESPN and everybody always picking Josh Allen over Patrick Mahomes, or when they're comparing Buffalo to Kansas City, they always give the nod to Buffalo on the quarterback. Patrick Mahomes sees this kind of stuff, and he's good at using it as motivation. So I think the Chiefs are going to take this one 38-31, and I think he's going to be the MVP of the game. I got him at 4 touchdowns, 350 yards, so I think it's going to be a good day for him. I'd like to see those receivers get more involved. MVS, Juju, like we talked about on our 5 keys yesterday. If you didn't get to watch it, you can watch that right now. But we said that he could pick on this younger secondary group that Buffalo has right now because it's not the greatest in the world.
Yeah, I just have this feeling that the Bills are just going to be playing at a higher intensity. They want that win. They want to get the monkey off their back. For the Chiefs, I really do believe it's just another game. Like, so I don't know. I just feel like we got a lot of injuries. It just seems as it could be one of those games that don't really go our way. But again, it's week 6. It don't really mean a lot. We're probably going to boot them out of the playoffs again when it happens, so it doesn't matter. Right.
Be sure to get down in the comments and let us know what you think is going to happen in the game Sunday. What's your score predictions? Also, if you didn't catch our 5 keys from yesterday, this is how we're going to beat the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. So we'll see you next time, guys.
See ya.
There goes a sight from my soul.